Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, blessed day and really embracing gratitude this morning. Today, I'm grateful for my bravery. I've come to a point where I'm very strong and brave in being myself and expressing myself, even when I know that I hold an unpopular opinion. And I am brave to kind of take on challenges without knowing what the outcome will be. So that's something that I'm appreciating today. So the card that I pulled for the day is outdoors. Archangel Jophiel says, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So energy I'm getting from this card is quite literally like get out there in the world and start exploring things that are already being done within your passion that you can add to and also find your way through connecting with. I'm getting the sense that a lot of us the universe is urging us to connect with others before doing work that's already being done, and for the purpose of enhancing and expanding and not kind of starting at the same place several times. Because I feel as though a lot of us are coming into this space of awakening where we do find our passion and purpose. And yet, because we feel this sense of physical separation from a lot of the work that's actually being done, sometimes we don't know about it. But the only way that we'll come to know about it is by getting out there in the world, by exploring, by researching, and whether that be getting out there beyond the confines of the regular Instagram or Twitter accounts that you follow, connecting with like green worker cooperatives if that's something that interests you, and following those people so that you can start to become familiar with the events and have people to go to the events with, to connect with, to network, to gain insight on the projects, on the businesses that you may want to work for. Like there may be perhaps a 9-to-5 is a schedule that benefits you. There may be a 9-to-5 that is in line with your passion that you're able to do. You're able to work for a growing business and serve in the way that you want to, while also keeping that structure that you feel benefits you. But the only way to learn about what's actually happening out there in the world is to get out there in the world yourself and quite literally go outside, outdoors, but also just try to go to different environments that you're not used to. Even partying with different people or choosing to connect in different ways other than nightlife. Going out with kind of your friends who you only see in one arena, and not necessarily going out at night, but again, like going to festivals with them, figuring out what they're getting into, and just having conversations about what you've been doing and what other people have been doing, so you can get an idea of the type of surroundings you want to have in order to be in the environment that fulfills you, that's in line with your purpose. So I'm feeling that inner environments aren't necessarily the issue for a lot of people out there. I feel as though a lot of people feel in their inner world they're getting a lot done. They're coming to a lot of realizations. Even within their inner spheres, a lot of work is being done, but the external environment that surrounds you for the most part is not fulfilling, it's not enriching, and it's not reflecting the work that you've done on yourself within your journey. And one way to help with that is to expand your environment. Go to different environments that perhaps you don't know anybody yet, but there are a lot of people there who you'd like to learn from, a lot of people there who you'd like to connect with, whose work you'd like to support, but also who you want to see what is their mission for doing their work in the community. You want to connect with them up close instead of reading their bio on Instagram or online, going out there so that you can have those opportunities. For example, I was offered by a Well-Fed World to go to the Animal Rights Conference, right, this past summer. And I remember thinking, they said that they would offer me a scholarship. And I remember thinking, well, how big is the scholarship? Because it better be substantial, because I hadn't planned to go. So it was kind of like, well, I wouldn't mind missing it. But they actually gave me a substantial scholarship, was able to pay for my plane ticket and the room that was booked there. And I was able to meet AFCO, which is one of my favorite Black vegan activists. I was able to meet A Breeze. I was able to connect with Jamila and, what is her name? I cannot remember her name. It starts with a B. Okay. Well, I was able to connect with people who were even on the East Coast who I had never met before, who I had never connected with on a deeper level about veganism or about our passions. But most importantly, I was able to connect with some of my favorite vegan activists. And in my thought, I was like, I don't really want to go there. There's nothing for me there. But I followed my intuition to go, and it actually expanded my access to vegan education, to the dialogue that's going on within Black and brown vegan communities. And ever since then, I feel as though I've been in line with my purpose, you know. And without coming into contact with organizations such as Afro Vegan Society, with individuals such as A. Breeze and AFCO, perhaps I would have ended up redoing their work, republishing a lot of the philosophies that they had already come to, instead of expanding upon the work that's already being done. Because we can feel like we're the only one who has this knowledge, but the truth is we may just be the only one in our immediate environment who does. And so when we expand that environment, when we really get out there, we end up connecting with people who are a lot more like us, who can challenge us. You know, if you're that person who feels like you're always challenging others, getting out there can bring you to a place where you feel like you're being challenged, that you feel like you're connecting with people who expand your philosophy, who support your work, who want to work with you. And that really just starts with putting yourself out there and going to the event where you know no one, and introducing yourself and really taking pride in what it is that you do. Not pride, and really showing the love that you have for what it is that you do. And yeah. So I think that's the message that's coming through. Also, do be encouraged to connect with nature despite the fact that it's getting colder. Try to find different ways to connect with nature, because nature is all around us at times. You know, whether potting plants inside or growing herbs, or you know, making your own scrubs that are made out of herbs and things like that. Finding ways to connect with natural substances, despite the fact that it's getting colder. Because I know I also was the type of person who would, you know, pull away from nature once it got colder. And we're being encouraged not to do that and maintain this relationship year-round. So yes, thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you for sharing space with me. I hope that everyone is able to express gratitude for something throughout the day. I'd ask you to think of at least one thing. Furthermore, you can follow me on Instagram, Black Feminist Vegan, and find out more about the work that I do and my passions and the service that I am to humanity on blackfeministvegan.com. So thank you again for watching, and I'm sending you all lots of love. Thank you.